Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on Aspentech channel. And this video is the extension of our previous video, which was Cumene production process in Aspen Plus. And in that video, we had finished the system without recycling. And as told at the end of the previous video, that in the coming video, we will do the recycling part, we will do the hydraulic analysis, and we will do the economic analysis. So just to brief you and for a recap, and you can watch the video number 89, which was the part 1 for a better understanding. But just for a recap, that benzene and recycled benzene are fed to the vaporizer, where propylene is fed. The mixture which is vaporized is preheated using this heat exchanger and heat one, and then is fed to the reactor, where two reactions takes place, and the reacted product, which is at high temperature, its heat is recovered in HEX, which is heatex, and further cooled down in heat 2. Then gas liquid is separated in flash separator. The liquid mixture is pumped to the column 1, at the top of which is pure benzene is obtained, while the mixture is then sent to the column C2, where cumene, which is our desired product, is obtained. Now this C1 out one contains high quantity or major quantity of benzene. Therefore, if we recycle it, it will reduce the load of the fresh benzene. Currently, we have added a stream, but now what we will do, we will join this REB and C1 out one. However, before joining these, we need to check whether these streams are at the conditions similar conditions or not. So REB, if you see, the temperature is nearly comparable, there is no bigger issue with the temperatures. But if you see the pressure, the recycled benzene pressure is 25 bar, while the stream which is produced from the top of the column is at 1.75 bar. It means that we need to increase its pressure to 25 bar before recycling. And obviously it's a liquid stream, so we know we need to install a pump, and we have to connect it with it. Taking pressure changers, pump, and clicking here. So you can double click on it and connect it, and then we can further click a material stream and place a stream here as well, labeling it as P2, while the outlet stream is P2 out, and clicking on it and giving discharge pressure as 25 bar, and then running. Obviously it will run because there was no error earlier in the system. Now we will connect this stream and this stream in the system. So clicking it, pressing control from your keyboard, clicking it, and then right click, join streams. Join stream, P2 out and stream REB. Yes, we need to join these. And now we can simply click on run to see whether this converges or not. Obviously, it is going through the iterations, and there are already given iterations are given in the system, which I will show you at the end. Now the results are available, but if I take you here and going to the convergence in options, the methods, you can see 600 iterations are already placed over here. Let me take it to 100 and doing it again, and you will see it will not converge, and it will give us an error in the system. And you can see the error is appearing here, and clicking on OK, and the solver error is appearing over here, that convergence block not solved in 100 iterations. So obviously it is converged above 500 iterations, and as a result I have already given it a value of 600 iterations to converge the system. So that's how, again, it is converging. That's how the overall schematic of cumene production is solved in Aspen Plus. Earlier it was without recycled, now it is with recycle in the system. Now results are available. So what we need to do, we need to go to these columns C1 and C2 and doing the hydraulic analysis. Obviously we have discussed the hydraulic analysis now in our previous videos as well. So going to C1, design and specify column internals, click on it and generating it. And once after generating, there are two options as we have discussed before, either auto section or adding new. So we will click on add new. The column gap had 2 to 14 stages, and input is complete, and we can see the hydraulic plots from here. And as you can see that there is an issue in the top 6 stages, 1 2 3 4 5 6. And what is that issue? That operating point for stage number 7 is approaching the dump point. Obviously we need to resolve this issue. I will quickly resolve this issue for you. So by changing the diameter to 1.15, this problem has been resolved, and there is no stage with error warning. Obviously we can manipulate the number of passes as well, but this is one of the solution to handle this in the system. Now going to C2, which is our column number 2, and again doing the same design and specify column internals, click on generate and generating add new 2 to 19, and obviously again doing the same, that clicking on hydraulic plots to see if there is issue or not. Obviously the issue is here, or we can simply click here, and the issue is that 10% entanglement limit. So I will again solve it as well. So as you can see, when we have increased the diameter, this problem has been solved. So as you can see, you have seen two cases. One was the dumping point. Once we decrease the diameter, the problem solved. Here, once we increase the diameter, the entrapment problem was solved. This is one of the way to resolve the hydraulic issues in distillation columns in Aspen Plus. Now hydraulics is completed, the recycling portion is completed. We are left with the last portion, which is the economic analysis. And I take this ribbon out of this, and now you can see this is economics, capital cost, utility cost. It is currently off. So one of the ways to do the economic analysis is to turn it on. Turn on this set the analysis to auto run mode. So what we need to do, we click on this off, and it is now setting up, and it will take some time. Obviously I'm deleting that time from this video, and it is now activated and loading analysis, mapping, sizing each equipment, and now you can see evaluate project capital cost schedule, and you can see the capital cost and utility cost values are now estimated in the system. And if you go to the summary, the total capital cost, total operating cost, we haven't specified the raw material cost, we haven't specified the product cost. So obviously these are not present in the system, but it is the first of the introduction of economics in our videos. Total utilities cost, desired rate of return, and so on. Every information is given over here. Then utilities, electricity, cooling water, steam cost for the system. Then in the unit operation, each equipment cost is calculated over here, like the flash separator, heater, pump, then heater. You can see equipment cost, installed cost, equipment weight, installed weight. All of the information is given except for this reactor. And if you go one by one, is the problem in the reactor that the specified utilities are unable to perform the heat transfer. Please check utility specification, but we have not specified any utility, because if you remember, the temperature was going from 345 to 432 degrees centigrade in the system. So it is demanding some utilities in the system. But obviously it is first of the introduction of economics. So we will just keep it. We will see it some other examples. Then vertical vessel, heat exchangers, centrifugal pump, coated equipment like mixer, splitters, horizontal drum, YouTube boiler, multi-diameter tower. So each of the information is given to us, like the diameter of bottom section, bottom tangent to tangent height, and design gauge. So all of the information related to each piece of equipment in the process is given by the economic analyzer, and the required values are calculated by the economic analyzer. So that's how the overall system is simulated in Aspen Plus. And this concludes our cumene production process in Aspen Plus, in which the previous video we have done without recycling. In this video we have done recycling, then we have done the hydraulic analysis. We have seen two types of problems, the weeping problem and the entrailment problem, and obviously we have solved these problems. Then we have done the economic analysis. So that's it from this lecture. Thank you so much. Please do watch, like, and share the video, and subscribe to the channel Aspentech. Click on the bell icon to get all updates related to this channel. Till then, it's goodbye. Stay tuned.